And we're live. How's it going, everybody?
Well.
Nice throwback to a mighty win from last week. Well,
That's a very... I did not anticipate that. I'm like, what the hell was that?
Eric had been waiting on that, I'm sure.
Well.
Yeah, he was...
Awesome. Welcome to the Movie Podium, everybody. We're a weekly podcast where we collectively choose a movie to watch, and at the end of the week, we get together and talk about it. It's kind of like a book club.
But for movies.
This week's film.
We did it.
Oh, we did it.
We did it.
Woo. This week's film involves lies, betrayal, and sacrifice. And without further ado, we present our next movie.
Hey, last time I checked, I tipped you off and you're not in jail.
Getting the feeling we got a cop in my crew.
Nice. And tonight...
That was loud, sorry.
Yeah.
It's all right.
That's loud. And tonight, we'll be asking, does The Departed podium as one of Martin Scorsese's best movies of all time?
That's a list that I wasn't sure to make this list for this one. I mean, that's a tough one.
It's his list.
I mean, when I was looking it up, you know, of course I went on a couple numerous sites and they all had their rankings and it's like the top 30. And you're like, okay. You got to
Did he
narrow this
direct
to
that
3.
many?
Yeah, he has a pretty solid track record. I mean, in terms
Eric
of like
didn't do his
total
research.
amount.
No, I did my research, but I
But
didn't
that is a
find
lot.
that many.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty close to third.
Okay.
Well, cheers, everybody. Let's hit that intro.
Okay.
You needed to do it
I didn't-
beforehand.
I know.
I'll
Cheers.
do it after.
I hope everybody can see our movie podium koozie here at the
Koozie.
movie podium. We
Damn it,
can provide you with some cold beverages while you listen to our podcast.
Cold
Hello, John.
beverages and colder opinions.
Yeah, sometimes they're cold. Hello, John. John is
Hello.
not with us tonight, so he is definitely the off-screen drunk.
He's with us, but he's off screen.
He's with us, but only in thought.
Y'all should crack a bottle of pills like Billy. Yeah, he did have a pill problem.
Yeah.
Little oxy going down the throat. Well, I'm
Why'd
your
you have to
host.
say it like that?
I don't know. It was weird. Well, I'm your host, Matt Scott. I'm here with my dudes, Eric.
Hello, Matt. It's me.
Hello, Eric. It's Eric. And Cooking with Kevin.
Hey, that's me.
Cooking with Kevin.
Very nice.
I always just want to keep rocking out to that.
I know.
John points out, who said he had a problem? Yeah, maybe Billy didn't. I don't know.
That's true.
Well, as we do, we like to thank all of our Patreon members that hang out with us or
Yes.
support us, who have been following us on our podcast journey. If you haven't checked it out, join our Patreon where you can cast some of us, or you can actually hop in our Discord and chat with us.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone. If you want to check it out, it's patreon.com/the movie podium.
Yes. Thank you, Alex, Marcus, Ash, Severs, and Luke Rudder.
And maybe one day we'll have somebody pick a movie for us. That is the ultimate goal, is to get somebody to actually choose the movie directly for us.
Julie said she was going to do that and make us watch Spice World.
That's John's birthday pick.
I was
That's
going to
true.
say, I don't know if John, I don't think you have to make John watch Spice World. I think it's just on repeat.
I mean, I'll watch it.
It,
If I
Yeah,
had to
I
watch
mean-
this movie, I'll gladly watch Spice World.
it'll be hilarious to watch Spice World right before Christmas.
Spice up your life.
Yeah, just the treat we're looking for. All right. Well, let's get into some random ass facts as And we'll be learning these together, so that'll be good. Well, the first one is The Departed got a 8.5 on IMDb, or a 1.5 Thor. That's one of the highest we've done, and I think it's 36th on the all-time list. Can you... Do we have that one?
I heard you were rocking out today to Creed.
I was trying to work, and the people in my basement who are finishing my basement clear, it's not done yet, and they were actually singing along too. I'm not even
hell
kidding.
yeah!
And I don't know if it was ironic or not. I don't get that vibe from these guys. I really wasn't sure. I mean, the thing is, like, Creed came out 25 years ago. These guys are probably 20, like, it's like
Dude,
classic rock to them.
They're having a resurgence now too. Anyway, let's stop talking about Creed and talk about what is it, Thor plus 1.5?
Yeah, how solid is that? I mean, I think that's rightfully rated. I think, especially for that generation, or our generation, like, that is one of the best movies of the century. It has pretty much everything from a well-rounded standpoint, and so I think that's why it's rated so high. And, I mean, let's not pretend the cast isn't fucking stacked.
It's right where it needs to be.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, yeah, agreed. Yep. All right, a couple facts here. It is a remake, apparently.
Yes, it is.
So Scorsese, who is an acclaimed director, actually did not come up with the idea. He took the idea from a 2002 Hong Kong film called Infernal Affairs.
Infernal?
Yes,
Okay.
Infernal Affairs.
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's, a great question. And so he basically took the storyline from that and interwove it into his own story. But it's pretty much the same thing.
Yep, I've read the same thing. The only thing I saw is that he signed up for this before he saw that movie.
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so, like, he didn't realize that this movie was a remake, and it was a 2002 movie.
2002, yeah. So only 4 years prior. Right.
Wow. So someone approached him with this movie. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Cool. I'm getting there.
Yeah. Oh, no, there's some crazy stuff in the early going or the early makings of this. So DiCaprio was on early, but Damon took a second, right? So what happened was, initially, they were actually going to have Brad Pitt as Colin Sullivan, who is obviously opposite of DiCaprio's Billy Costigan. But Pitt decided he was too old for the role and stuck to producing. As you might have saw at the end of the credits, his name comes up as a producer. So he actually bought the rights to this, was going to play it, but then ended up deciding that he was too old for that role.
Okay. And he
So
still made a bunch of money, I'm sure, because he bought the fucking rights to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you see the other casting with us on this one?
Yeah, there were a few. Was this true or was this a rumor? I don't know. I heard this through the grapevine, but was Al Pacino rumored to have been maybe play Frank Costello?
Yeah, I put Martin Scorsese had Al Pacino as his first choice for
That's
for
what it was.
Costello, and then
Yeah, that would have been wild.
yeah, and Nicholson was his second choice, and Pacino turned it down and went to Nicholson, and he actually turned it down initially, but he ended up coming up and after meeting with Scorsese and DiCaprio in person, decided to take the role.
Yep. Yeah, I heard there was some interesting fodder going on when Jack Nicholson was on set. He actually banned the Boston Celtics hats. Like, I guess, I mean,
What?
obviously they're in Boston.
Yeah.
And Wahlberg's from Boston. Damon, I mean, there's all those Boston ties with these guys, right?
Yeah.
Well, Nicholson is famous for being famous for being courtside at Lakers games his entire life or career.
Okay.
So he's a big Lakers guy. Obviously, there's a big rivalry between the Lakers and Celtics. And he had requested a ban on Celtics hats.
That seems
How wild
petty.
is that? It's very petty. I mean, I'm not a Celtics fan, but like, oh my God, who cares? It's not that big of a deal. Like, chill out. But that was a
Chill,
funny
dude.
story I heard. Speaking of Nicholson being in this movie as Frank Costello is based on a real person. Now, there was the Boston Winter Hill Gang, which is a big inspiration for this movie. Their head mobster is the infamous gangster Whitey Bulger, who spent much of his life in Boston.
Okay. So he was based on Whitey. What a name.
Yeah.
Whitey Bulger.
And
He's infamous.
Yeah, very infamous. There is obviously one Wahlberg in this movie. Did you recognize the other Wahlberg?
I say,
in
yeah,
this
there was
movie?
another one.
And it's not Donnie, actually. It's Robert Wahlberg, or Bob Wahlberg, who plays Special Agent Frank Lazio.
Is that the guy who tails him at the
I-
like towards the end?
So I actually wasn't sure. I didn't look it up. But
He's one
For
of the FBI
some-
guys.
reason, I think it's the one who says he tells him to do his job. Like, if I, like, that would be hilarious. I don't know if this is true or if I'm just kind of, like, wishing it was. But when he's, saying, go fuck yourself and whatnot, I'm like, oh, wouldn't that be hilarious if it was his brother that he was telling to do his job?
Yeah, that would be.
I think let's go with one more.
Uno mas.
Yeah, you took a lot of the facts I had. Actually, all of
Yeah.
them, I should say.
Scorsese, so
Darn near all of them.
right, pretty much. So this movie is obviously a Scorsese movie, and I think it's necessary that we're doing this as his podium movie, or asking what his podium movies are. Mainly, or one of the biggest reasons is this is the first time that he won Best Picture.
That is
Really?
correct.
Wow.
Right. So Raging Bull was one of his most well-known, Academy or Oscar-worthy movies. That did not win. Goodfellas, who, of course, Goodfellas is one of the most well-known movies of all time now at this point. It's aged like fine wine. It didn't do it. It barely got any esteem at that time.
Seems like it's not a great movie then.
Right.
I'm going to bite my tongue for some things right here now, Matt.
Oh, okay. And then The Aviator also didn't do it. I mean, the list goes on, and yes, we'll talk about his movies more in a little bit, but not until The Departed did he win a Best Picture.
Which
So-
is surprising with him. Like, his name is
Yeah,
synonymous with great movies.
Yeah.
It's
For
kind of
sure.
like Springsteen. It's like Springsteen never had a number one hit, but he's one of the most successful musicians ever.
Yeah, that's a great analogy. I didn't know he never had a one. Really?
I don't think so.
That's
I
wild.
remember. I think it was on Who
Born
Wants to
to
Be a
Run.
Millionaire.
Huh.
That question was posed, and I was
Wow.
like, "Oh, he's probably had like 2 or 3," and
Yeah.
the answer was 0.
That's crazy. I would have thought Born in Iran,
I know.
but wow. All right. Or Born in the USA, maybe.
Yeah, all those
all right.
Bourne songs.
Oh, speaking of Born, I think it's a
Ooh.
great time to point out.
Yes.
Ooh, I like the
You
segue.
did
Next week, speaking of Bournes, we will be doing the Bourne Identity. Now, that's going to be a special episode because we are continuing our action movies. We did, Die Hard in the 80s, and And then we did Terminator 2 for the 90s. And then this will be our 2000s with our buddy Clarissa from I've Seen That One.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a good one. And that's next Thursday
Yep.
live.
Woo. We're very excited about that. She's obviously a good friend of ours on this show, and we're excited to get her back live on here and continue our action movies. I think it's I haven't seen it in a long time, so I'm kind of excited about that as well.
Yeah, I am too. Also, I like I just pitched her like during our draft as the action movie connoisseur, but like it's barely part of her whole list that she's compiled and made a book of.
I think it's kind of a funny, and that was kind of, it's funny you say that, because when we were watching Die Hard, it was like she was basically taking a crash course on all of those action movies, because when she watches some of these to compare best of that decade in terms of action movies, she dives in and watches tons of movies. So it's kind of funny to call her the action connoisseur, but it's funny.
Yeah, it's fun.
I watched a new action movie. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but we're going to have to talk. We're going to have to get into it on next week's
Very
episode.
nice. Yeah, and last thing I'll say on that is that it's going to be the second movie in a row of Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Yes.
He's done a lot of Matt Damon, but
Lots of Matt Damon.
Well, Matt Damon's not technically in Team America War and Police.
He is.
I think he is, right? That is his voice.
Is it? I'm not sure about that.
It's not.
I wouldn't know about that.
I'm not sure.
I don't know about that.
All right, let's get into the questions.
Okie dokie, Matt. What's the first one?
Favorite thing about the movie? We all know it's higher.
Podium Creed song.
Actually,
higher.
no. I said, "Can you?" Or no.
What if?
What if is good?
Remember Scream 3, the music video for that. What if?
Yeah, that was What If.
Is it what was the one you were singing earlier? Something When I'm With You or something like that?
And I'm free.
Free Falling?
No.
Yeah, can we stop talking about Creed?
Fine.
Fine. You're no fun.
Man, I'm blanking on the Creed song that I definitely. Why? I don't know. There's so many things in my head. All right, Kevin.
There's
what's
so much going on up there.
Too much. Too much going on in this head sometimes. Kevin, what was your favorite thing about The Departed?
It was really tough to pinpoint a single thing, so I went a little vague again, like I do sometimes, because the storytelling is like, I'm taking a word straight out from Sawyer, phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Going back and forth between Colin and William Billy, however you want to tell him, Costigan. Stories are very deep in undercover operation for good guys and the bad guys. And it's so well done, and I'm just so enveloped into the movie that I'm just encased in this movie and their story. I'm going back and forth between those two guys.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's a movie that does it better than this.
It's tough. I don't know if I can think of one on the top of my head. I'll have to think about that. Eric? What would you say?
I'm going to say that I agree with Kevin, and I know that it's good because I was anxious throughout the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, even though that you know what happens, you've watched this before.
Yes, I've watched it before. I forgot a little bit of the end, but like I knew what happened. But yeah, I was anxious the whole time because it's like they give you a little hint of like, this is the rat, and then this is the rat over here. Like, but it's just walking the line. I said, though, my favorite thing was Mark Wahlberg being a dickhead.
Oh, my God. He steals the show, right?
Yes.
The first,
such an asshole for no
it's so
reason.
good. He steals the show. It's funny because he's, like, in this movie not that long. He wasn't even on set for that long. And he's, like, for those 4 days I'm on set, I'm just gonna destroy this film.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I whenever he was on screen, I took enjoyment in the fact that Matt Damon was going to get his. Like, fucking Mark Wahlberg saw through that shit.
Yeah.
Or
absolutely.
he just was an asshole to everyone, and he happened to be an asshole to the rat.
Oh, it's so good.
He's like the second
John
coming of
says.
Queenan.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. John says he's a relentless asshole. Yes.
Yes.
For sure. A couple movies that came up to mind, Kevin. Catch Me If You Can is one that I was thinking of that, follows Tom Hanks and Leo. I think this does it better. The
Oh.
only movie that came up in my head right off the top of my head is Heat with De Niro and Pacino. I think that movie is very similar in terms of the cat and mouse going back and forth type, following these two badasses. So
Yeah, I
think
don't really want to count it as a cat and mouse. It's more
I mean, they're trying to catch each other. They're
They
trying
are,
to figure out who
but-
each other are.
they are, but it's more in depth of like getting the story of each person's background,
Oh.
big wild why they're
Yeah.
in the position they are. Like they pretty much grew up to do each position they're in instead of I'm trying to catch this guy, I'm trying to catch this bad guy.
Yeah,
Who
I
is it?
agree.
Like,
I
it's
mean, there's
way
more
in depth.
Sure. No, I agree. I mean, I'll just go ahead and talk about my favorite thing, and it's pretty much what you're talking about. I mean, it's definitely the story. I think Scorsese just does a masterful job of creating these two mirroring storylines, right? We have the protagonist and the antagonist, and they're basically the same person, just flip-flopped, right? We have
Yeah.
this mirroring storyline that's going on. We have Leo as the undercover cop in the trenches, with all the bad guys, even though Damon's the one who's been coursed by the bad guys.
Yeah.
And, he's playing the mole within the FBI. It's so genius that these guys are basically doing the same thing. And then we have...
Flip-flop. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we have basically all of the characters. I was thinking about this. All of the characters are kind of tied to these two guys, but they're not really tied to each other. Like, there's no interaction between them in the entire movie. But they both talk to Nicholson. They both talk to Martin Sheen. They both talk to pretty much everybody at some point. Now, maybe not Alec Baldwin if we want to get that far into it. But, like, I mean, Madeline's, Vera Farmiga's character, Madeline, I mean, they both have a relationship with her. She can see kind of the best in both of them, which is bizarre. But, like, all of these little storylines weave together these two people, or you could almost argue are the same person, just in a different life, basically. It's such a bizarre but really cool storyline that I again, that's what keeps the entire movie entertaining. It's a long movie,
Yeah.
but that like last 20 minutes, you're like, once they go up to the building there, the abandoned
Yeah.
building, you're like, oh, now I'm ready for
Shit's
the
about-
ride. Shit's
about to
going
get
down.
crazy.
It's like
Also-
the difference of the morals between the two of where
Yeah.
what does your faith lie into, like what do you believe in, and what is good and what is not good.
Yeah.
And between
Yeah, and
those
there's-
two, you can just see those two just separate.
And I don't know if they're
of
it's but the hard part about that is, and I think this is kind of the brilliance of this movie, is the gray area of what's good and bad. Like
Yes.
like Leo beats the shit out of somebody multiple
Yeah.
times, and he gets away with it because of who he is in terms of being an undercover cop and being with Jack Nicholson in the like he's got two different parties protecting him, but he's beating the shit out of people. He's taking OxyContin, like basically telling the doctor, like, hey, give me drugs or I'm gonna go get some. Like, I mean, he's doing things that are very not
Not good.
very good. Yeah, not in the green light terms of being good. So like,
Well, yeah, that's where he's getting the
gray area.
psychological, like he needs drugs because what he's doing, he knows
Sure.
he's doing, well, in his aspect, he knows what he's doing is for the better,
But it's fucked.
but it's fucking up him
Yeah.
Yeah.
mentally, and
Well-
he's got to hone it back and calm down because he knows what he's doing is for a better reason, but it's pushing him to the limits.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that one of the best lines in the entire movie, and I hate going to the favorite line, but it's relevant to what we're talking about, is when Nicholson's talking about his environment and how he wants to make his environment as opposed to being made by his environment. And
Yeah.
that's the struggle of Leo and Damon.
Yes.
But Leo, we see it a little more on screen. Damon's is more, I'm not going to complain. Like, I mean, that's his character, his personality, right? He doesn't tell her anything.
Yeah.
And so, like, that quote is really an analogy for the entire movie, and we're seeing DiCaprio struggle with that environment. It's kind
That's
of
where,
making him when he's
Yep.
trying not to.
Matt Damon's more like a soldier, where
Yeah,
compared
basically.
to Leonardo or Billy, if you want to call him that, he's just really just trying to. He actually wants justice for bad people.
Yeah, right. And the thing with Damon is about that real quick is that he was groomed that way, right? Like he is that way because he grew up under Costello or
Yeah.
being that two-sided person. And Leo, his version of that two-sided person was the fact that he went to his dad's every other weekend. Like, I know
Right.
that firsthand, and I don't think that
You and I both.
makes me. I'm not like an undercover cop. Like that personality is a lot different.
Hold on, that's exactly what an undercover cop would say.
True. Maybe you never know. Somebody is a cop. I definitely casted them. John had a couple good points here before we move on to least favorite. They're each other's yin and yang. Yes, I agree.
They are the yin yang twins.
One is good embedded in bad, and the other is the opposite. Yeah, that's a
Yep.
great way of saying that. And using his own family to get ahead in the underworld. Yes, definitely. Yep. And one thing to know is you don't really get a lot of the family from either side. Like Matt Damon, I mean, I find interesting is when Madeline brings over her stuff and he's like, oh, I don't put anything up.
Yeah.
You're almost like, okay, did he have a family growing up?
Yeah.
That is a complete unknown to us as viewers.
he started, like the movie started out with him as an adult calling Jack Nicholson his dad.
Right.
So
and
like,
that's obviously a cover.
yeah.
But the only time you hear about anything is at the beginning when Costello's like, how's your grandma doing or whatever, whoever relative he references
Yeah.
and like gives him some groceries and money.
Yeah.
But that's like the only real family background in Damon you get. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to least favorite thing. Kevin,
Kevin.
you back?
Oh, he's muted. Hold on.
You're muted.
Wait, I can unmute.
Sorry,
him.
I got you.
No worries.
My least favorite thing is by far the Boston accents. They go in and out
Well, some.
like during dialogue, and it's throughout the whole movie. Like it gets really heavy, really thick, and then out of nowhere it just sounds like a Midwestern or Western
East
or
Coast.
Southern, whatever. But yeah, it's like you can tell that they are actually not Bostonians and
Other than
trying
two.
really hard to get that accent, and it's not consistent at all. And that's it. I don't want to say it's distracting, but it's something I noticed while
Yeah.
watching this movie.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, there's a few exceptions to that. Matt
Oh, yeah.
Damon
Well,
and Mark Wahlberg
And Mark-
are
yeah.
from Boston and clearly have the Boston accent.
Yeah,
But I do agree Nicholson's rough. DiCaprio is rough. I mean, he's all over. Some of those people are. I agree.
yes.
But you can't take that away from Mark Wahlberg.
Oh no, you can't take it. No, true
And
Bostonian.
Matt Damon, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
we see him in lots of movies like that. that where he's got the Southie accent and does it obviously well because he's from there.
Yeah.
Eric, what would you say?
Least favorite thing was like when I was watching the movie, I was like, is nobody hearing Matt Damon talk on his phone about this
know.
shit? Like, no one's hearing him.
It's all code.
He's in. Well, no, like he says like you got a tail, like, and he's in the fucking
Yeah.
police station.
Right.
He's looking at the files of that traffic cam, like, on a police computer. Like, no one was alerted that anyone was like looking at those things.
Right. Yeah, he
So-
got away with a lot.
Yeah, he did. That was my least favorite thing, and it mostly comes from like, he's a bad guy. I don't want him to win, and I was
Sure.
just waiting until the end scene. But
I
at the
know.
same time, like, just because you're holding the phone like this doesn't mean no one can hear you.
Right. Man,
Very true.
and speaking of that, like that end scene, I remember the first time I watched this. I mean, I saw it with John and Matt and Zakowski actually in the theaters at Baker Center in Athens. But I just remember being shocked, absolutely shocked when DiCaprio and then Anthony Anderson gets like
Which
when shit gets down
yeah,
or goes down, like that first time you see this movie, you're like, oh man, what is
Yeah.
going on? It's crazy.
I remember Leo got shot, but then I forgot that the other two people got shot.
Oh yeah.
Also, Anthony Anderson was the only connection between the two characters.
Oh, in terms of like who knew both people.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
like the string like that actually connected them.
Sure. Oh yeah, I mean at the end, right? But again, well, other than Leo giving the irony is that Leo gave that tape to her to play, not knowing that that's who she was dating.
Yeah.
That was just like, hey, in case I die, I need somebody to help me out and get this guy.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
That's fucking wild.
I know we all watched this movie before, obviously, but when I watched this this last week, this was the first time my wife Beth had
Oh,
watched this
man.
movie.
No kidding.
And she was like, "Why have I not watched this before?"
That seems like something like that she would be all over.
Yeah.
It threw me off, and so it's one of those. If you are a first time watcher watching this, holy shit!
Yeah, it's
I
a
almost
You were
want.
in
tsunami.
I want to relive that
wouldn't
moment
listen
the
to this.
first time I watched this.
yeah. No, I agree. John wishes that Anthony Anderson got his blowy or enjoyed it.
Enjoy this
And-
blow.
Yes, stuff
Matt, what was it-
unravels so fast. I agree.
It does. Matt, what was your least favorite thing?
Yeah, so I obviously picked this movie in the movie draft, and I think it really is one of the best movies of the century. No cap on that. If I
Whoa.
know,
Matt just said no cap. Kevin, do you know what that means?
No,
No,
shit.
you don't. So cap is lying, but no cap means he's telling the truth.
Yeah. So yeah, no shit.
no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no bullshit. So I point this out a lot in movies, and I'm wondering if you guys will know where I'm going with this, but I think it's important for movies to provide some clarity in relationships, especially if the movie is going to spend a lot of time on it, which we do get a lot of time with both parties with Madeline.
Yeah.
And I like a love triangle. I think that's a cool way of, adding a layer that we might not know. And it's likely, or possible. She's a psychiatrist. The way she works in there, very likely that a girl runs into two guys and blah, blah, blah. That's fine. But the thing I don't understand is the different actual relationship with each person. Like, you're supposed to just assume Matt Damon's a stiff cop, and I guess their relationship is stale. And then you're also supposed to just assume that Madeline and Billy have this flame because he expresses his emotion. But, like, it's what we're supposed to assume as the viewer, but you don't really get a lot of that. Like, you don't get a fight between Madeline and Matt Damon, or really any hostility. I mean, yeah, she wonders who he was on the phone with, but like, he's a cop. Like, he might not actually be allowed to talk about it. Like, that's legit. And
that
she's
makes
a
sense.
psychiatrist, so she's not really supposed to talk about her work either. So showing that contention doesn't do a lot for me. And then we also we have Billy and her, and it's like Billy basically accosts her the first time they meet.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really get that much more romantic after that. Like, he just tells her he's sad, or like shows emotion, and she's like, I don't know if it's real or not, and he's like, I don't know either. All right, let's bang. Like, what?
Yeah,
I'm like,
you have the
it's-
damaged cop compared to the straight arrow cop in her eyes.
Yeah, and obviously she
It's
likes both, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so you have the good guy versus the bad
Yeah,
guy in her
she's-
eyes. She wants the bad boy. I mean, it's cliche.
I don't know if she
bullshit,
wants the bad boy, because she like still kind of wants both.
Yeah.
Like, you can see there's good in both from her perspective. She didn't know what we know. But, like, obviously Damon to her is, like, somebody who's trying hard, is successful. Like, it's not good to her from what we know. Again, we don't see a lot of it. So it's kind of my gripe is that we have this love triangle that could be really, really good. And it kind of just falls flat.
Do you want this to be like a 4.5-hour movie?
No.
Like a romantic comedy?
So the thing is, they
into
spent...
The Departed.
No, but I feel like they spend 25 of the 2.5 hours on their relationships.
Yeah.
But we don't really get a lot in it. Like, their time when Damon's on the phone with Nicholson, it's like we could have had 5 minutes of them fighting about the pictures on the wall. She just kind of sweeps it under the rug, and like, as a viewer, you're like, oh, she could have said something. Like, I don't know. It just, I'm not asking for a 4-hour movie, but I do think we got time with them. It could have been a little less
Used better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We didn't
I
need
agree with
Leo
that.
going at her for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's pretty much unnecessary.
I would say you could almost take, I don't want to say take her out of the movie, but take out the romantic interest with both of them, and just her being the thing that each other, like the connection between the two. And
Like
just
a
take out the
third party.
Yeah,
not
take the
romantic
romantic
involved.
interest out of it completely, because it doesn't matter. And then she's just the
don't
cop
know.
psychiatrist.
Yeah, but then we lose that layer of, like, these people are human. Like,
Well, yeah,
you're
that's where you get
falling for a
the
girl.
That's where you get her being a psychiatrist and talking, but just take out everything else romantic. I think
Yeah.
you could take that out, but I mean,
We need romance.
I'm spitballing here. This is
Yeah.
this is
We
The
want
Departed is
romance,
not
Kevin.
a romantic movie.
No, but I don't know. I feel like we have to have some love interest for it to be human. In this movie, I'm not saying every movie.
Yeah.
Not all movies are like that. Power Rangers, not really necessary. Though Tommy and Kimberly do get together. All right, next category. Who won the movie? I mean, even Ninja Turtles had April and Casey Jones. I said Mark Wahlberg, or Dingham, or Dignam, or whatever you want to say his name, because in shoot 'em up movies, the last one that shoots usually wins.
Yeah.
I said the exact same thing.
Really?
Sergeant Dignam. Dignam. Again, it is
Dignam.
hard to pronounce it. Dignam.
Bingham. Bingham.
He gets the last shot.
Yeah. And also, we already mentioned, Wahlberg steals every scene in the movie he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because I'm not even a big Wahlberg fan, but I mean, he
Big man.
Sometimes
he does
take
command
that.
it.
Sometimes the role just hits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it
and he hits
Yeah.
it.
I said
Yeah.
Marky Mark. So,
Did you?
yep, we're all in agreement here.
I mean,
Wow,
I also
that's
put
crazy.
that the city of Boston won because this was my backup.
I can see
because
that.
all the bad guys
Good answer.
were killed, and they don't have to worry about all of them taking money from
But the
their,
good guys
their
were
shop
too.
owners and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I echo that because not because of they were all killed, but I do think that this gave a sense of pride to Bostonians.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like Dropkick Murphys playing, and
Damn straight. We're not to that part yet.
I know, and everybody just kind of.
What's the next category,
pumping their
Matt?
Chest. Ooh, what a segue! Favorite song or favorite song moment or score scene?
Shipping
Are
up
we
to
all
Boston.
going to say the same thing?
Shipping up to Boston.
Yep.
No, I don't have that.
Are you
I
kidding
actually
me?
don't.
You're wrong,
no.
but that's fine.
I don't have that. Believe it or not, I will. The reason, and I'll explain.
Okay.
I have "Gimme Shelter"
Okay.
because I think that intro is one of my favorite intros in a movie of all time.
Yeah, that was the first one I wrote down.
Like,
but then then
yeah, I mean, obviously,
they
what it's
played-
known for.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, Dropkick Murphys. When that song is played, this movie and that song are tied together forever.
Yeah.
When you hear that
That's
song,
fair.
you think of this movie. When you
That's
think
fair.
of this movie, or talk about this movie, or watch this movie, you think of that song.
Yep. And
And it'll happen forever, I think,
Yeah.
at least for our generation. I mean, this is the song of this movie, and there's
I don't
nothing
disagree.
else I think of when I think of this movie song-wise.
I don't disagree. I just absolutely, from a film perspective, having Nicholson like read does his dialogue with "Gimme Shelter" playing in the background. It's like you're in a different world. But I do agree that it is associated. John has a good question, and really quick on that. The favorite score scene from Scorsese is, I mean, obviously a really well-known thing because Scorsese probably does it better than any other director when it
It's in
comes
his
to
name.
fair. When
It
it
is.
comes to music. And I mean, his most well-known movies, there is a song in that movie that you think of. Like Goodfellas is Layla. Color of Money is Werewolves of London. Like each of those movies have a song that just sticks in your head, and yeah, I do agree. It's Dropkick Murphys in this case. But my favorite score scene in a Scorsese movie is probably Werewolves of London.
Do you mean that Kid Rock song all summer long?
You go to hell.
Okay.
You
yeah,
have- you
I
die.
deserve it for that. That's fine.
Oh my God, is that the song lyrics? I'm a sailor's peg, and I lost my leg. Climbing up the topsails, I lost my leg. Is that really the lyrics? I feel like that's the
probably.
lyrics.
I feel like John's just typing nonsense at this point.
Well, I guess we answered that. Is there any other songs? There are some other songs in here. Oh yeah, Roger Waters doing "Comfortably Numb." That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wasn't
There
there a
was-
Stone song?
That was
Well,
Gimme
give me
Shelter.
shelter.
Oh, sorry. I'm an idiot.
There might have been.
There was
that
another one during when Billy was beating down those people in the shop. I can't remember the song though. But it was like a funny juxtaposition because it was like a really upbeat like doo-woppy sort of song, I think,
Yeah,
but I can't remember.
Oh.
So
I can't remember it. Yeah.
Oh, what was Jack Nicholson's one he did a cappella?
I don't know.
Singing like is a very Irish song.
Yes.
I didn't write that down, but
No, I'm like,
by
I have,
McAfee or by something I can't remember.
oh boy.
What's the next
Bobby
question?
McFerrin.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Something like that.
Yeah, don't worry, be happy. I thought that's what I heard.
Don't worry, be happy.
Does this movie get made now? I'm gonna say no, but it could be a watered down version of it. So my reasoning behind that is,
Yes.
do we see a lot of movies with that many big names, like Hall of Famer names in a movie together, playing their like separate roles within each other? Because I don't think we get a lot of that anymore. Not like this.
They gave it to us in Marvel, I think. Kind of.
Kinda.
But that was
that's not
also
fair.
That was also like 10 years ago at this point,
Yeah,
I think.
I was
So
gonna say Endgame came out a long time ago now, right?
Yeah,
7 years ago.
I have no idea.
I didn't
Something like
put
that.
it as I didn't put it as a large cast movie like this. I mean it is an all-star A-list cast, but I just put gangster movies will always be made, and there's always a good one like every 5 or so years, maybe a little plus, but but we're due for one now.
Get on
Yeah,
the doing.
I do agree that we're due for one. I just,
Do.
from like a cast standpoint, like, what do you think I didn't look it up, but like, can you imagine the salary? Like, most of this movie was probably spent on the
Actually,
actor's salary.
I saw something about that. It was half of it.
Oh my
I think it was
God.
90. I think it was 90 million, and 45 million was spent on the cast.
That's
salary.
actually low. I would have thought
Yeah,
more.
that's-
Maybe because of Scorsese. I mean, it's not a blockbuster, so.
Well, I mean,
guess.
also inflation. Like back then, that was a fuck ton of money.
Yeah. I mean, if you're Arnold, though, you're raking in 20 million
That's true.
for Jingle All the Way.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, but I mean, that's Jingle All the Way. That's like another tier.
that is definitely another. Well, he's
Very
also
true.
in the whole movie.
Yeah.
right. I will say a movie coming out shortly is that new Leo movie. I'm blanking on the name, but it's not Scorsese directing it. It's Paul Thomas Anderson, PTA, who's another great director. There Will Be Blood. And I think that movie is going to be awesome, and everybody's raving about it. And it's not necessarily a specific to gangster, but it's got Leo in a shoot 'em up vibe. So that's like kind of close.
Yeah,
It looks
Yeah.
really awesome. I don't know when it comes out either. Someone needs to look that up. Name and when it comes out, because I want to
John,
go
get
see
on
that.
that.
John, what's the new Leo movie and when does it come out?
I said yes, this does get made again, but I didn't have a reason. But now, from the random ass facts, this is a remake of one movie, the Infernal something, and then
Affairs, yeah.
Infernal Affairs, and then, why not make it a third time?
Well, you kind of hit on something that I remembered was Wahlberg actually pitched a sequel
To this movie?
to this movie as him, like being the main person we follow after the events.
I mean, that could work.
Yeah, I don't know when he did pitch it,
Yeah.
but it was something that I did in my half-ass research.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that would work because, like, his character, I don't think is gonna leave Boston. So, like, it would just be him trying to reintegrate himself into the like police system or something,
Right.
and all his wacky antics he'd get up to,
Yeah. No,
shooting
for sure.
people.
Right. No, I think that
Or
would be.
maybe he's just in jail because he did murder that guy.
Thanks, John. The new Leo movie is called One Battle After Another. September 26th. So that's what, next week?
That's really close.
Hell yeah. Go see it next weekend.
I'll be
Now-
up with you.
Yeah, no. All right, well, let's move on to one of the popular categories from this movie, I'm sure. Favorite line from the movie. Only in theaters. Yeah, I would imagine. At least for now. It's definitely going to make some waves in theaters. Now, who wants first line?
I want to do one.
All right, go for it.
Gotta do it. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe fuck yourself. My theory on feds is they're like mushrooms. Feed them shit and keep them in the dark.
Yep. That's the best line. Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Eric, what about you?
I only had one, and it's I'm fucking Irish. I'll deal with something being wrong for the rest of my life.
That is a good one.
Nice. So earlier I was talking about the other Wahlberg. I don't know if this is true. I'm going to pretend it is.
Ronnie Wahlberg, correct?
No, it's Bob or Robert.
Oh,
Bobber?
And, yeah,
Robert.
Robert. And it's when Mark Wahlberg goes, I'm the guy who does his job. You must be the other guy.
Yes.
It's like if I did work somewhere in a workplace, that'd be a great line.
Are we just doing all
Yeah.
all
Go for it.
Mark Wahlberg lines?
Yeah, I mean,
Probably.
There's
Mine
so
was
many.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Well, I've got another Dignam line.
Ding 'em.
Fuck yourself. I'm tired from fucking your wife. How's your mother? Good. She's tired from fucking my father.
Yeah. I mean, all of his lines are so good.
It's so
Abrasive.
abrasive. Yes, that's the perfect
Yeah.
word. Abrasive.
Yeah, it is. And it's so good because it's timed. The timing is everything on
Yeah,
it,
the
right?
delivery is perfect.
It is. It's a home run every time. I like there's a couple Nicholson lines that are more I guess observant. I don't know, that's not the right word, but I'll think of it. But anyways, I like when he says, when you're facing a loaded gun, what's the difference? He's talking about being a cop or a mobster, basically,
Yeah.
which, again, that's another analogy for the entire movie is, what is the difference? I mean, that's kind of what we see at the end. Nothing. And
Yeah.
they both die.
Everyone dies.
And the other Nicholson line I had, and I kind of paraphrased it earlier, is when he says, I don't want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product of me.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously he does that throughout the movie. There's times when you're like, this guy doesn't need money. Why the hell is he going to the, computer chip job
Yeah.
and with all the Chinese people, and they're having that, I mean, almost to a gunfight, right? And you know that's going to happen. And he shows up and he knows the cops are after him. Like,
Yeah.
it's him creating his own environment. Like, he is in control of what he wants to do, or at least in his mind.
Yeah.
Any other lines, Kevin? I wish I wrote down more Mark Wahlberg ones. I was going to say
I was
fuck
going
a
through that,
couple
and I
times.
decided I didn't need to curse as much as I have been. So that's all I wrote down, or not wrote, or
man.
typed up.
No ticky, no laundry. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
dude.
took you into laundry. That actually is
Yeah, that's a good one. What's the matter? You couldn't quote Shakespeare? That's a great line, having them go back and forth, too, because obviously Leo's a pretty intelligent guy, quotes Hawthorne. And you get that, like, sense that Dignam is not far behind in terms of intelligence. Like, he does get it, because, he comes up with that quote. So I that scene is so good for so many reasons, because we also see that Wahlberg's testing Leo, right? If he's gonna crack or not.
Yeah.
So
That's why he wins the
that's man, our segues are pretty good today. That's one of the best scenes, in my opinion, in the movie. Let's find out what the most rewatchable scene is. Firing on
take
all
this one?
cylinders.
I'll let
Yeah,
you
go
guys
for
get
it.
it first, because
Eric can go.
Speaking of firing, it is the scene where Matt Damon's character gets shot,
Nice.
and all his evil is done.
that's the
That's
end of
it.
the movie.
Yeah. The end of the movie, and then the movie stops, and I'm
I
left
was gonna
with
say,
a
it's-
feeling of, oh, I'm not that anxious anymore.
I can breathe again.
It is true. I mean, sometimes you don't get that from a movie, right? You
Yeah.
don't get a comfort ending, and at least the bad guy dies. I mean, all the bad guys die.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
we don't
definitely.
get that in every movie. So I
No.
kind of agree with that part. Yeah, and John talking about the dynamic of Dam going after his street cred. It is brilliant. Again, there's so many, like, little things that Scorsese does in this movie that, just kind of add to the entire theme of the movie, the overall plot lines.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a ton of classic scenes in this movie. We talked about the favorite lines, which I think a lot of times those play into those rewatchable scenes.
Yeah.
Of course, there's always any rewatchable scene with Wahlberg being a dick is amazing. I mean, we talked about it a lot. if I had to pick a specific scene, I think it's the scene where they break Leo's cast to make sure he's
God,
clean.
Yeah.
Because it's brutal, but it's like not completely spelled out to us. But of course, it's smart from Leo's standpoint to not be wearing any type of audio capturing equipment.
Yeah.
And it's
Yep.
because it's his first encounter with Costello. Obviously, they're going to search him.
Yeah.
So the fact that, and they're not spelling it out to us, but, as a viewer, we see it and we're like, oh, that was smart not to have any kind of
Yeah.
wires or anything, because clearly they're going to go to any limit, including smashing his cast.
Yeah.
And then
jeez.
I like at the end when Nicholson's like trying to console him, like, oh, you'll be fine. Like, here, buy something with it. Like, here, go to the doctor.
Yeah, go
Here's
to
some
the
money.
doctor
And
and
it's
fix
like,
yourself up.
I just like the brutality of that scene, but it's also not the most intense scene. I mean, there's ones where you're like, is he going to get shot? And that
Yeah.
one wasn't there because you kind of didn't know what to expect yet.
Yeah.
But then later on when he's in some of those scenes, you're like, oh my God, he's going to die here. Like for some reason, I couldn't remember the scene where they go to the theater and he's following
Yeah.
Damon. For whatever reason, I was thinking that Nicholson caught him or like saw him or he got caught.
Uh-huh.
But it didn't happen. That would have
Yeah.
been really intense if
Yeah.
like Nicholson saw Leo like run into the street. And you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's what makes it better.
Yeah. The strung out dude getting a picture of Jesus or Mary broken over his head, then get shot and then
In the knee.
yeah. What's he say? I thought I was supposed to go into shock. This fucking hurts.
It hurts.
I'm going to add on, Matt, to your the most rewatchable thing, and my thing is a little bit more quick, and it's also very violent, and it's very unexpected, and it's when Queenan gets thrown off the roof
Yeah.
and lands right in front of Billy.
Yeah.
As he's walking around the corner on the sidewalk, like he doesn't know what's happening. He's just walking around the sidewalk after he's getting out of that building trying to escape, and then Queenan just lands right in front of him. And
the fucking blood splatter.
yeah, the timing and the filming of that is just brilliant.
Yeah.
Just because of how it happened, and for this movie for sure. I mean, like I said, it's a gory scene. But I mean, it was just perfect for like him just wanting to get out of there and leave this thing, and then Queenan just dead right in front of him, literally on his lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I mean the best. Well, the following that, the other great part about that is when they're talking or when they get back to the mob site or wherever it is, and the guy who's dying out.
Yeah.
Who he got shot by the other cops, and he's like, "You went to the wrong address,"
Yeah.
and you're like,
I
"Oh
said
man, he's been
314.
caught."
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I don't remember that either, but I did notice that in the moment I noticed that he said the wrong address,
Yeah.
and then it was like, "Oh, that's right, that's what
Same.
happens."
Yep.
But I was like, "Oh, he said the wrong address," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
Yeah.
So that was cool that they did that. And it didn't end up being like there's so many red herrings where you're like he's gonna get caught.
Yeah.
It's like making you think that, and then it doesn't, which is cool. Again, another nice little touch. The other thing I wanted to talk about with that building thing. Okay, fine on the first time they meet in an abandoned building that has only one elevator, but okay, the second time when Damon and Leo meet. You know that's going to be a shootout. Why would you go?
Yeah. Well, the second time he didn't think. Wait, hold on. Second time was the very end, right?
Yeah, where he tells them where to meet him.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Like,
Because
what?
Damon's gonna bring his friends.
Yeah, you know.
Or someone's
this is
gonna follow him.
Someone, yeah, you know it's a bad ending. Now, the first time they didn't know.
Yeah.
They didn't know they were being followed, right?
Yeah.
So, second time you're like, okay, you already assessed this place. It sucks to get out of.
Yeah. Why the hell are you doing this?
Yeah, exactly. Nicholson flashing Damon in the porn theater. Oh, yeah. What a great rewatchable scene. All right, let's find out who the off-screen drunk was.
I said
Suffers, Luke Rudder. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just going to list everybody not here, but really it's Dave.
it is Dave
And
for
Kevin.
sure. Well, and Kevin, yes.
Oh,
I said
Kevin's
no
here,
one.
but-
I said no one because everyone's fucking drinking on screen.
I have
fair.
one. I have
I have
one.
one too. Yeah, who you have?
Madeline.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
She's the
Yeah.
one having to deal with listening to all these fucked up cops that are drinking all
True.
the time, having with all these things happening.
Yeah, that's a
And
good point.
she's got to somehow go home and relax.
Yeah. But then she's pregnant. And you're not supposed to drink when you're pregnant. so
Oh,
I
yeah,
bet she
that's
would
true.
follow that.
Oh,
Right.
'Cause she's
you're
smart.
talking about specifically when I'm talking about
Yeah.
when she's not pregnant.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. I'll let it. I'll accept it.
Oh, Daniel says, "Are you a cop?"
you
I've
a
been wondering that about a few of us.
Been
Liam
wondering.
just wants that cranberry juice because he's on his period. Yeah, that movie
yes.
ruined cranberry juice for me. I used to drink cranberry juice quite a bit, and then of course that came around, and then I go to the bar and order a vodka cranberry, and every dude in college would say, "You on your period, dude?" I just got annoyed with that. That happened quite a bit. Actually, I think Daniel probably did that to me too.
I think Daniel would still do that to you.
Also true.
I'm a cop.
Somebody is definitely getting casted as a cop. I wonder if it's Daniel. Kevin. Could be Daniel. Before I get there, my off-screen drunk was cousin Sean. It doesn't seem like he's got much to do other than doing shady drug deals and boozing at the local Irish joint.
Yeah, for sure.
That's our boy. What's his name? I always forget. Kevin Costigan or Kevin
Corrigan?
Corrigan. That's it.
Corrigan.
He's in Eddie's. He
Yeah.
signed on to Eddie's film,
That's right.
Yellen Films.
Yeah, Yellen Films. Is it Remit? I believe his next movie, or I know
I
that
can't
he's
remember the
working with
project.
him.
Yeah.
He told us about that. It's really cool. That guy's an awesome character actor. Obviously,
Yes.
Yes.
he's in so many good movies.
Yes.
Now let's find out who gets casted as a cop. Casting our friends. Daniel says he's guilty. I remember, I swear, you on your period, dude? All right, Kevin, who'd you cast?
I honestly, this movie is so intense with so many in-depth everything that I got. Instead of looking for something small to identify somebody as a character, I couldn't do it because none of us are that violent and that fucked up.
Hopefully not.
All right, so you had nobody?
I couldn't get anybody. I wanted to
Okay.
put Eric as Queenan, but then I'm like, he's a
Not
good
bad.
guy. He's trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, not
but
bad.
he
I-
would
well-
never put. He would never put anybody in that position who would never be in that
100%.
position.
I would not know if I was being tailed. I'll own up to that.
So I mean that was
That's
the only
true.
one I didn't even
That's
have
a
it
good
down,
point.
but that was the one I had in the back of my mind that maybe. But then I'm like, man, Eric would never be Queenan because Queenan wouldn't like Eric couldn't be Queenan, or he wouldn't want to be Queenan.
Right.
It's true. I don't want to be any of those people. I got enough anxiety watching the movie. I
Yeah.
don't want to do that.
No, I agree. Daniel says he is Matt Damon because
I'm
there
Matt
are like
Damon.
7 heel turns from Matt Damon. Yes, that's fair.
Well, yeah, for sure. Like,
Or could be Billy too. Could be a rat.
could
or
be.
a,
Yeah. I mean,
a mole or a rat. They're all kind of underground. Or Marky Mark because I want to do the right thing, but I'm a fucking dickhead. Could be. Eric, who did you end up having?
I also had a really difficult time casting people.
It's
and
tough.
The two that stuck out to me like immediately were John. I thought of John and Dave on the outside of the restaurant saying like this person's a cop. This person's a cop. Just,
Yes, that is
like,
a definite.
what kind of dog is
conversation
that?
they've had.
Oh, they ignored us. They're a cop. So I said John and Dave were those two guys, telling
Nice.
like figuring out who are cops, and then I said Kevin is Colin's friend, who was also on the inside, because Kevin, we all know, is one of the most infamous secret Hitler players, keeping the secret, and he's so good at it. And also, that person just had so bad luck. Like, what the fuck? Kevin can have bad luck sometimes.
So yeah, for sure. John says,
That's all I had.
Nice. Well, I agree. It was definitely difficult. John says, "Call your mother. Tell her you're not coming home. We're gonna be home for supper."
Now.
And yeah, Daniel is no rat. So I mean, I'm reaching, but I did have a few. So speaking of cousin Sean, that rhymes with our boy John. And I'm definitely going to typecast here and go with the sells drugs for $800, Alex.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And not at any time in the last decade, so you're clean. And then I have Eric as Anthony Anderson.
Okay.
At least he tries to do the right thing. He's buddies with Billy, and at the end, you can tell he's trying to make the right decision. It's clean.
Yeah,
like he
maybe
doesn't know what's going on.
Maybe you do have evidence. I don't know, but right now, I'm gonna need you to put down the gun.
Right. He had no idea. Like, he's trying. Like, he was being genuine with that. And
Hopefully,
so
I don't
see
get
Eric.
shot when I walk downstairs.
Yeah, I know. The other hard part about this. I had Kevin as Mark Wahlberg's character.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Not that he's that witty or that big, or
Thank
that
you.
or that big of a dick.
Awesome. Well,
He's
no,
not
I-
that
I'll
big of a
appreciate that.
But you,
I'm not witty, but I'm not a big dick.
I casted Kevin as Mark Wahlberg, but like, I mean, he's not all the things that make the Wahlberg character Wahlberg.
but when you peel back the character, what he's trying to do is that he tries to make sure it gets done, and
Yeah.
Kevin tries to make sure it gets done right
Yeah.
more than any of us. That's for sure.
He's doing the right thing, but he's just going about it like an
The
asshole.
wrong way.
Yes, that's
Trying to do
Kinda
the right
what I
thing,
would-
but do it the wrong way.
that's kind of what I was getting at. I think you helped me out there.
No problem.
That-
I really
that-
like. I think Kevin's the Wahlberg character, but without like all the stuff that makes him. the character.
What if you just put? I'm just picturing myself as in that place now, and just doing it as me instead of Mark Wahlberg. In this movie would
a
fucking
good-
suck.
I want you
Be
to
a
have
good short.
the same lines too. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta
try
you
to
gotta
deliver
say
the
it.
lines, but you
Wait,
like,
wait. What was one? Oh, maybe not. Shit. Maybe fuck yourself.
There we go.
Something
Exactly.
about Fez is like mushrooms.
Exactly.
Feed them like shit
Yes.
and put them
Sounds
in the,
just like it.
in the dark over there somewhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
you
then-
know, you guys get it, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it. I'm offended,
And
but I'm
then
not
I
gonna
had-
break.
I had Dave as Leo because is he a cop?
Dave's a cop.
Well,
He's not here.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
See,
Wait, did he acknowledge you?
he's a cop. No, he didn't acknowledge. me.
Dave
He's a
hasn't been
cop.
acknowledging me for like months now.
He's a cop.
It's
And
hot. There's that too.
he's Madeline because hot. Dave has been ignoring me for months, so
Oh, he's a cop.
so like
I knew it.
I think he's a cop at this
I
point.
knew it.
He got a new job like recently or something like that. I think it's a cop.
Oh, he did. Interesting. Well, that's my casting.
Heck of a casting.
Yep.
I'm actually I'm disappointed I couldn't. I was looking at this
Yeah,
all
he's
night
a big-
tonight, and I'm thinking I got to get a casting, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it was tough.
So I had to
definitely agree.
focus on specific parts
Yeah,
because
and that's where
Yeah,
the
it was
full
overall,
tough.
characters that's not going to work.
yeah, overall
I hope John's
characters-
proud of me for casting as cousin Sean.
Easy
There
for
we
you
go.
to say.
Yeah, waka waka. Or it could be Jack. Yeah, I guess. That's true. John does say some funny shit like that. Matt is Matt Damon.
Because of that.
Because of Matt. Matt rhymes with Matt. That's pretty good.
Matt's Leo's character, but only in that scene where he's in prison doing the exercises.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. I should have.
Pump it up.
Yeah. That's the only time anyone's working out on screen.
Yeah, the dude who sold fake IDs and Freaks and Geeks. There he is, Corrigan. He's in like everything.
He is.
Next category. Is this a podium role for any of the top billed cast members? So this is a really interesting one to me. I think that this movie is one of the best of the century.
Yes.
However, if you're a top billed cast member in this movie, this is not in your Mount Rushmore, or your apex mountain of movies that you're in. Like, none of the main guys to me, like Leo, Matt Damon, and Nicholson, I would say are your top three. I would say
those are the three
no.
I put. Those are
I would
three
say
I have lists
no
for.
chance for those. I mean, they all have Oscars from other movies. If we think of a movie of them in it, like Leo, it's Titanic. Damon, probably The Identities, or the movie we did with the janitor.
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. Yeah, that one.
That
You have
one
Jack
movie?
Nicholson as Chinatown, or Easy Rider, or probably The Shining. And
The
so,
Joker.
yeah, the Joker. I mean, so
why
what
don't
I'm
we
getting
run
at,
down some of these? Because I have some of those you mentioned, and I disagree with you.
you think The
Wait, hold on.
Departed takes
Hold-
over those?
Hold on. Kevin is
It's
disagreeing with us for
It's
on
where
something.
where it places is different. I
Yeah.
said it's a top three for everybody on the cast.
That's crazy. I said no because I just don't think that. Again, I think this movie is amazing. I mean, and don't get me, and probably better than some of the movies. Like, this is a better movie to me than the Bourne Identity movies. However, I think for Matt Damon, it's not a better role.
So we want to start with Matt Damon.
Sure, let's go with Matt Damon first.
Well,
Well, we're
It's,
going to talk about him next week, too.
well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things with Matt Damon where there's, especially recent roles. You guys know I love Air.
Yeah.
Him
Like Compressed Air?
trying
the
to
can?
playing Sonny, trying to sign Michael
This?
Jordan. Oh fuck, Eric, you know what we're doing.
Yeah, Damon's the only one of those not to.
But another more recent one is he plays Carroll Shelby in Ford vs Ferrari, which is a movie that
But
should
that's
be
not a
talked about more.
podium. Yeah, agreed. But not a podium role.
His acting is really well. I said these are
Not
honorable
Good Will
mentions.
Hunting, though.
I said
Yeah,
these are honorable mentions.
Sure.
And
It's
then
Kevin's list.
and then we have
wrong.
It's barking like crazy right now. But we have the ocean movies, which weren't even mentioned.
Yeah.
He's not a lead role in those, but it's a very large cast like this. Hannah, calm down. And of course, you have Saving Private Ryan. And he's Private Ryan, but he's also not a lead role.
No.
So it doesn't count. But those are amazing movies where he plays a really good role. And but my top three would be Good Will Hunting is his third. And if you've ever watched that, you know why it's on this podium. And if you haven't, go watch that movie. That's all I have
I'll
to
go watch
say
it
on
now.
those. I know you guys have watched it, but anybody else? And I put this as his number 2.
Wow.
Big number 2.
And I think it puts up here because of just how great this movie is, with the cast and the supporting around it. It's just amazing with him in this movie. And Hannah, calm down.
Hannah's
the,
just like, fuck you and your opinion.
She is not liking this. But I do
She's
have to put.
agreeing with us.
I have to put the Bourne movies as number 1,
Yeah.
just because it started a whole franchise
thing,
pretty much.
yeah.
and
Yep.
so that's where it goes. When I think of Matt Damon's greatest characters, I think of Bourne, The Departed, and Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, I agree with for the two. I just don't think that The Departed would overtake some of the other stuff. Like none of these guys. Again, I feel like their movies are bigger than that. And from their role standpoint. Now, movie wise, again, if we're talking about best movie, I would agree with that. Yeah, I would say. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, even
The
Daniel
Martian is
agrees
great.
with me.
Yeah,
No,
that
it's
is
Marion.
the
It's the
Marion.
Marion, not the Martian.
I actually think maybe The Martian for me would be higher than the Departed. I'm not sure. I kind of just swept it under the rug and assumed none of the big names, and then like the smaller roles, like maybe Alec Baldwin, maybe. But even then, I'd probably say no for everybody.
I said yes for Leo because when I think of The Departed, I think of him. I don't like.
I mean, he is definitely the one you'd probably think of first.
Like I don't think about like Matt Damon or Jack Nicholson or anything. I just
Sure.
like I think of that's a Leo movie. Okay.
Yeah,
And I said maybe like so I think it could be. I don't know if it is, but I think it could be.
yeah. I think it's interesting too. I mean, you have the Titanic. Obviously, is something that everybody. I mean, put him on the map. Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You have probably. I mean, I'd say this is over a movie like Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
Oh, you want my top 3 right now?
Let's do it, Kevin.
I don't know. Do you want to give it to us?
I do. I'm petting Hannah so she's not barking right now because I don't know why she's barking. But I do have Catch Me If You Can at my number 3, Frank Abagnale Jr.
Number 3.
We reviewed that, and
Yep.
it holds up well. And him and Tom Hanks play off each other very well. It's just a fun movie to watch.
True.
And it's amazing with those guys' chemistry and that it works so well.
It was
And
all
then,
a farce.
Hey,
Sorry. Keep going.
I've got Calvin Candy and Django Unchained. It's number
yeah,
2.
nice.
Yeah.
And then I put, and actually, I put I made a note here that he just unhinged, and actually, I think it created the role of Rick Dalton for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like, I can kind of connect
yeah.
those two to how that actually could work for him. And then William Costigan in The Departed is his number 1, and that's just for me personally. I
Wow.
think it's his best role, but yeah, I think it's hard to leave off Wolf of Wall Street, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Revenant, and then Titanic. Obviously, it deserves a shout out. But
Kevin
those are the
just
ones.
like he left Titanic off there. He just took Jack off.
Yeah, it's just like she did. She's got him off the. What was your real fast? What was your 3 again?
Catch Me If You Can, Django Unchained, and
Okay.
the Departed.
So you wouldn't say Inception would be ahead of that?
I don't like that movie, and I wasn't on the podcast with that one.
I am
Well,
shocked
I
that
don't
you
care
don't
about
like
that part.
something.
Yeah, I mean, I can see. I don't. The Revenant doesn't really stick out. Doesn't do it for me. Wolf of Wall Street definitely, I think, does. And Inception, I think, would be on there. And then I would say Titanic would be.
What
my
about
3.
Romeo?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Romeo and Juliet.
What was the,
Euro Trip is Matt Damon's best role.
As
Now
the
that's
Scotty
a
doesn't know
great
singer.
point. That is his best role. And I do agree. Daniel's talking about this in the chat about Damon is a movie star, but he doesn't do it like Leo or Brad Pitt, where he sells the movie by himself. In most cases, I do agree with that. And his best movies, they're typically ensembles. Now that's minus the Bourne movies.
Yeah, that's
But
why
all the
Bourne's
other
number
ones,
1.
like we talk about Ocean's 11, even like a movie that I like,
Pig?
The Legend of Bagger Vance. You still have Will Smith really probably carries the majority of that movie. So yeah, Matt Damon's not I mean, he's in a lot of good movies, but he's usually with an ensemble.
I just realized that I messed up last week when I picked A Mighty Wind for my birthday pick. I should have picked Wild Wild West.
Oh,
Oh
man.
my gosh.
I should have.
That would have been brutal.
But that's my downfall. It's
and
my
then,
bad.
all right, you want to give your top 3 Nicholson movies, Kevin? Because there's no way this is on there. Maybe it is for you, but maybe you haven't seen One Flew Over Cuckoo's
No,
Nest
I have.
or
I
Easy
have.
Rider.
It's just for me. It's number 3 for Jack Nicholson for me, for The Departed. That's Costello. And then number 2, I have the Joker in Batman.
Yeah.
Because I when I think of the Joker, that's honestly the first Joker I think of personally.
Sure.
I grew up on that, and
Yep.
it's like one of the few comic book movies, and especially that era, Michael Keaton Batman movies are amazing.
Batman.
And Batman.
We agree.
And then number 1 is The Shining.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just think, yeah. I mean, the first 2, it's hard to dispute. But The Departed, it's like, it's hard to go against some of the movies where he's, the Chinatowns of his career, where he's won Best Actor, movie wins Best Picture. He won Best Actor in As Good as It Gets in, 96, 97 range?
Yeah, that one was an outside looking in. It's a movie for me. I'm looking at this for a movie for me.
Understand. I mean, if that's the case, yeah, I mean, The Shining's by far number 1 for me, too. And definitely Batman for me as well.
Batman.
I mean, again, that's the hard part about this is looking at it from whatever lens you're looking at it. It's like, if it was my choice, yeah, maybe Departed, because I really, really do like this movie, and I can't think of too many movies that Nicholson or any of these guys are in that I like better. That's the challenge. Like,
And this movie
critically,
wouldn't be the
yes.
same without Nicholson.
Yeah,
Like
I do
he
agree
makes
with
this
that.
movie. Like he's a big
in a
part
way.
and makes it.
Yeah, no, I think they all kind of play off of each other. Like we were saying earlier, Al Pacino was thought of for being Jack Nicholson, and I think he would have done good because he's a good gangster and he plays a good bad guy, plays a good guy in gangster movies. Like that's his shtick. But Nicholson gives it that zaniness.
Oh yeah.
Again, we talk about John. I think of John, but like that zane, like Nicholson gives it the element of why I guess zaniness is probably the right word. Where he's a wild card. You don't know what the hell he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Pacino kind of to me would just think, oh, he's bad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not crazy. Daniel says Romeo and Juliet, Man in the Iron Mask, and Titanic. Ooh, what about The Beach? The Beach. Remember that one? That was bad. Oh, Mars Attacks. Yes. Yes. I did forget about his roles in Mars Attacks. Solid answer.
Yeah. He was all over that movie.
Yes. The Beach. Yes, I agreed. Leo movies that we didn't talk about. Basketball Diaries is really good. I mean, that's a kind of a teenage movie of his. Yeah, you mentioned Gilbert Grape. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? That's a great movie, classic. I'm not a big Revenant guy, but Django, I'll give you that one too.
Django's
I don't think anybody else is, not that they're not worth talking about, but I don't think anybody else had a big enough role. Like even Marky Mark didn't have a big enough role.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just put for Mark Wahlberg, yes.
Just because of it. Just because how
Just
good he
because
is
of the
in
movie.
it. I mean, he won the movie,
Yeah, he won. Then
so
that's
maybe
why.
it should be. But he can win a movie for sure. And I am totally agreeing with this. Daniel says, I'm excited to see Matt Damon as Odysseus. Yeah, I cannot wait. So Christopher Nolan's directing The Odyssey, And the cast is stacked, obviously.
Oh my god, that's gonna be
And-
such a long fucking movie.
Yes, it is.
It's gonna be a 4-hour movie. Matt's gonna enjoy it like
We're
hell.
gonna bring Red Bulls and watch the entire thing.
We're gonna go see it at a midnight showing.
Kevin's gonna fall asleep immediately.
Pick
gonna-
me up at like
We're
7:30
gonna
and take
fill
me to
him
work.
full of Red Bull, and he's still gonna go to sleep.
Daniel points out that Marky Mark likes to beat up old Korean men. Yes. Once
Yes,
upon a time. Hey, that was like 30 years ago, man. What movie is that from?
That's just like your
anyways.
opinion, man.
Yeah, okay, maybe I'm mixing up like 4 things.
That's weird.
Kevin did fall asleep during Skyfall.
Oh, I did too. Yes, I did.
Sky fall asleep.
Peop-
That's right.
I did.
People
Midnight
don't
showing.
forget.
I shouldn't
all
go
right.
to midnight movies.
Let's do. Yeah, that's probably the solution. It's probably not a testament of the movie. It's probably the fact that Kevin does not stay up past 10 unless we're at a
We're on a
house drinking
podcast.
beer. We're on a podcast or he's at a house drinking beer. That is a true point. Daniel wants Eric to stop being so charming.
I don't know
right.
how to.
It's just the way it's the way he's made, Adrian. All right, let's
I
ask.
saw a lot of you people changing, and I'm changing. I can't.
We all could change. Adrian. All right, this podium will be interesting with some of the answers we just got, so I'm curious how this is going to turn out. This week we ask, does The Departed podium as one of Martin Scorsese's best movies of all time? So anybody in the chat want to drop theirs? And while that's going on, Kevin?
Drop
what
those
is-
fire hits.
I'm gonna go straight for it and just name them off. Yes,
Okay.
it does.
Okay.
All right.
3 is The Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
2, Goodfellas.
Mm-hmm.
1, The Departed.
Okay.
All right.
That's funny because I had the exact same list.
No, really?
Yes.
Is it really?
Wow.
Yes. I had the exact same list. Wolf of Wall Street 3, Goodfellas 2, Departed
Huh.
1.
We
Oh,
almost
man.
all three
They-
had the same list.
And I mean that
Really?
could be because of I
Almost.
just watched The Departed, but like those are like the only 3 movies that I can like remember. Because
Yeah.
I
haven't
won't say remember.
bunch of
Those are the
Scorseses.
3 that stick in mind.
Yeah.
Like those ones stand out
I
immediately.
think why before I reveal my only difference,
Matt
We
had to be
have-
different.
I know, right? I didn't know that you guys were going for those.
Okay, man.
Departed 1, Goodfellas 2, The Joker. Yeah. Waka Waka. Taxi Driver S3, Daniel says. Yeah. Joker's basically a remake of Taxi Driver. Is the joke. I mean, it really is pretty much the
Speaking
same
of
movie.
the Joker. It's Daniel.
Oh. So watching The Departed made me realize or made me want to watch a couple more Scorsese movies. It's so good. I think that it deserves a month of Scorsese. I don't know what month that is. What can we wordplay a month?
Can we take a vacation on weekends when we watch them? They're all like 4 hours long.
Not all of them.
This one was 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, I mean,
It wasn't awful.
no. I watched
No,
it
it's not
last
awful.
night.
They're just they're long. They're enjoyable and they're long, but they are all long.
Not all. I don't think
That's what-
Taxi Driver's that long. I don't know that. Don't quote me on that. I just don't feel like it's long. But hey, they're still. I mean, again, they're just so good. I
They
want
are.
to kind of watch some of them again. My outside looking in that we didn't mention were Gangs of New York.
Mm-hmm.
That
Oh, yeah.
movie's awesome. Very different and not critically acclaimed, actually, but still, I really enjoy that movie. I like all the twists and the revenge plot. Big fan. Oh, see, I was totally right. Thanks, Daniel, for confirming. Taxi Driver's not even 2 hours. I thought it was short. There you go, Kevin.
I stand corrected.
There's one.
And I don't think Color of Money. Oh no, it might be long. Anyways, my number 3 is Color of Money.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, it did make my list. And Color of Money is an amazing movie with Tom Cruise and I'm blanking, Paul Newman. And I didn't write this down, but Paul Newman's basically this. He's a pool shark, and he cons. He's mainly a con man, and he takes Tom Cruise under his wing, and it's a great story. See, Color of Money, 2 hours, and so there's 2 movies that
I'll be
we
honest,
can watch.
I've never seen that movie. So.
I haven't either.
Incredible movie. I mean, it's awesome. There's some crazy scenes in it. Again, Werewolves of London, amazing song and scene
All
in
summer
that
long.
movie. Damn you, Eric. And then the rest of mine's pretty boring because my number 2 is Goodfellas,
Whoa.
and my number 1 is The Departed as well.
Oh,
we all had the
Whoa,
same
we all
top
hit
2,
The
but-
Departed.
and that's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
I mean, so Daniel also had the same list, and I'm wondering if it's our generation, like maybe 10 years older than us, would have Goodfellas swapped with The Departed. The Departed hit at a really prime age for us. I mean, we were 18. And so like that's kind of when you're in your prime in terms of shaping or molding, right? I mean, that's when that's all going on. And that movie came out and like just put a stamp on it, right? And Goodfellas we saw when we were kids and maybe high school. And again, it's an amazing movie. But
It is. Yeah, I mean, it's why it's number 2 on all of our lists.
right. But I just think that The Departed is not
It beat
necessarily
it.
the same movie, but it did it better in that way. In a way. It's not the same movie, but whatever aspects that you enjoy of Goodfellas is, I think, more intriguing in The Departed. Oh, John is an old man. I think I like Goodfellas best, but I am an old man. John,
That's
in
true.
no particular order, what are your other 2? And Daniel says Harry would have Casino in there.
Casino's all right.
It's not bad, but it's still like 4th in my gangster movies of the 90s. And yes, Casino is very long, Kevin.
Yes.
I will give. You're thinking of Casino when you're talking about long Scorsese.
Well, Goodfellas was on 2 DVDs. I had to put a second DVD to play it.
Yeah, or
Remember-
Killers of the Flower Moon. That one's long. The Irishman. That one's long, but not all of them are long. The ones that I like.
Wolf
must
of
be the
Wall
short
Street
ones.
is also very long.
Some of the ones we didn't mention, Shutter Island, which is another DiCaprio movie. I'm not the biggest Shutter Island fan.
More like Shitter Island.
Shutter Island. John says, I like the long story arc. It's Casino Scorsese. Yep, he's Harry. Casino is almost 3. Yeah, it's pretty long. Actually, that's shorter than I would have thought. The Aviator I mentioned earlier, that was kind of Oscar bait and didn't win anything.
The Aviator is 170 minutes long.
Wow, that's a long one.
Casino's 179 minutes.
Yeah, see, Kevin's seen all the long ones.
Wolf of Wall Street is 180 minutes.
Oof. 3
Killers of the
hours
Dawn.
long.
Killers
I'm
of the
not
Flower
crazy.
Moon is 206 minutes.
But I'm talking about the ones that were shorter, though.
So
Like
you're
Color
calling me
Money.
crazy. I'm just saying.
Color of Money, Taxi Driver, we could do those 2. I want to say... trying to think of the other... Gangs of New York is kind of long. but
It
not
is.
as
I can
long
tell
as
you
this.
exactly how long
How
it is.
long?
It was on this list. Please hold. It is 168 minutes long.
2 hours and 48 minutes. That's not
Look
horrible.
at that. The math on that guy.
I mean, we could... And Raging Bull, how long is that? It's not too long.
I don't know. That wasn't on this list.
Oh, see, it's short enough. Let's see.
Anyways,
Raging
next
Bull,
week
ETA.
we're
Yeah,
doing
so-
Born Supremacy. Or Born Identity.
Born
sorry.
Identity. That's the first one, right?
Yeah,
That
first
is the first one. Yeah, Daniel likes those movies a lot. I remember watching those at Daniel's house. Daniel's got that trilogy down. We are going to be doing, for those who don't know, we're going to be doing The Bourne Identity with our friend Clarissa from I've Seen That One. She is our new acclaimed action guru.
Action movie connoisseur.
Yeah. So tune in to that next week. That's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't watched these probably since Daniel's Attic. So I'm excited to rewatch that and probably going to watch all 3 of them just because it'd be fun to go. Well, there's 4 now, right?
Is there?
Yeah, there's one that's called Jason Bourne, I think.
Yeah, a newer one now.
Oh, wow. They're doing the Fast and Furious. It's just going to be Fast. Fast X.
Hey, I'm down
Jason. JB.
For the Fast
J.
and
Bourne.
Furious. All 10 of them or whatever. We should just spend our entire life doing them.
Yeah.
Or one a year for the next decade. We're almost done with our Fast and Furious movies.
By
Just
that time,
wait.
they're going to have like 3 more.
Right. And yeah, I do agree. I think the 2 and 3 on the Bourne movies kind of feel like franchise movies more. But that first one, woo.
And that conversation will be saved for next week.
Yeah, that's fair. Fine. All right. Well, thanks for everybody hopping on.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, reputable, new, blah, 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 blah. Thanks for all your cheap followers. Yeah. We really appreciate fun people like that. And yes, I did see that before I read it.
I like your very
thanks,
real
Bot.
comment.
Yeah, right. Yeah, thanks for all your help, Bot. We love AI and bots in this at the Movie Podium.
It's
Keep
great.
it up.
AI's great.
Yeah, hey, at least that gets us another comment. Thank you. All right, well, thanks for tuning in this week. We hope you enjoyed. Go watch The Departed if you haven't. Kevin mentioned it. It's an amazing movie. Go see it if you haven't. And yes, next week we have a special guest. And watch The Bourne Identity before you come see us or hang out with us. Thanks, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.
The credits roll now, the show is done. We watched the movie and had our fun. Thanks for hanging with us for so long. We'll see you next week on the Movie Podium.